we have some music performance for you and a speaker, and then if we have some time before the end of the program, we'll hear a little bit from audience members who want to share a little bit how they have created peace from conflict in their own lives, particularly our veterans that are out there. I do want to just say a couple quick things. I want to thank Erica. Can you stand up, Erica, please? She was our director for this whole program and put this together. We started planning this in April, and she did an excellent job of putting this together to really create this piece for you guys. So thank you very much. Before I turn it over to Robin, who is going to give you a little bit of information on Guitars for Vets and maybe tell you a little bit about herself too and where she's from. I do want to say thank you to the Chandler Unified School District and Channel 99. If you see Ernest back there with all the cameras, they are filming this for us today so we can record this. Many of our programs in the series have been on the Chandler Public Library YouTube channel, so this one will be going on as well. So we will let everybody know who's involved in this when this does go online, and you guys will be able to share that with people in your communities.
Let's make it go viral.
That's right. I think there's a lot of wonderful emotion and stories that are being told today. And I also want to just quickly thank the Chandler Center for the Arts for letting us use this space. It's kind of very, how should I say, there's a lot of people who want to use the Chandler Center for the Arts and pay a lot of money to use it. So it's very great that we were able to use part of this facility. And also I want to say thanks to Frank for all the fun drumming that we did this morning. All right, and so with that, I'd like to introduce Robin Rio, and she is with, I want to make sure I get this right, the ASU Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts, School of Music Therapy.
Thank you. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this event. It's been really special preparing for it. And in my work as professor of music therapy, I've had the good fortune of engaging with the community. And this is one of our most amazing programs, the music therapy program and Guitars for Vets. Guitars for Vets is a national organization, and so their chapter coordinator met with me 4 years ago and said, we need to have this program at ASU, and he kind of looked me up randomly and said, music therapy, Guitars for Vets sounds like a perfect match. So 4 years ago we started this. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary, and one of our very first class members, so here's the cool thing about this chapter of Guitars for Vets. They raise funds to get guitars donated so that any veteran who wants to learn guitar can take a 10-week session and get a free guitar when they're done. So it's a really nice way to encourage that learning music and get together and have this musical community. And then the ASU music therapy students provide the instruction, and they have a great support group. So this is our spring 17 class of Guitars for Vets is all up here. And in the center is, so let me subtract, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So right in the center, wave your hand there. Ed McNatt was in our first class in 2013. And so he's going to kick off the music. And a little bit about Ed. He served in the Army Artillery starting in 1971. And his words, I am a musician and artist. First and foremost, I am a Vietnam veteran. I didn't spend a lot of time there, though. I got out early. I started to play the guitar at age 14 or 15 up until about 21 years ago when I suffered a stroke and lost all memory of how to play guitar. In 2013, I joined Guitars for Vets. I started to learn the guitar again. I met Wes there. So he's going to tell you a little bit more about Wes, who is not here today. And we started playing together. The music we play comes from the heart. I've been able to help control my PTSD and anxiety with music. It soothes my soul. So I'm going to turn it over to Ed McNatt. You're going to soothe our souls a little with your music, and we're really excited to hear you play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, part of this, I didn't spend very long there in Vietnam. Part of the reason why was because I got wounded. I'm a recipient of the Purple Heart. But when I had my stroke, like I say, I lost 85% of my memory. And I lost a lot of memory about Vietnam. And just here in the last few years, my PTSD has been going rampant on me. And I'm starting to remember a lot about it. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. But my buddy Wes, him and I, we've been playing together now for about 4 years. And we play at the VA. We volunteer there. We play music twice a week. We play for 4 hours a day. And twice a week they're at the hospital. And all the patients come in, you know, they've all complimented us, told us that, you know, when we come through that door, we're very mad, we're irate, we're ready to kill people. So we walk through that door and we hear you guys' music, and he says it just calms us down. And we're able to do what we need to do and get on home, you know. And that touches us. And that kind of what makes Wes and I do the things that we do. Wes is also a veteran. He was a river rat in Vietnam. Right now, Wes is very ill. Unfortunately, Agent Orange is trying to claim another victim. But this first song that I'm gonna do, I want to dedicate it to Wes. It's a song that he wrote for us, and I told him I'd try and do it. But that being said, let me get my composure here a little bit, and we'll get her done.
To get back where I belong. I'm just a soldier, all alone. Oh Lord, won't you help me get back home. I'm going home, where I belong. Get back, I gotta be strong. I'm going home.
Thank you. Boy, that's rough. This next song I'm going to do for you all, it's a song that I wrote. It kind of pertains, I tried to do it in steps from beginning to now. And it talks about, it says about when I went into the service, when I went to Vietnam, when I came back from Vietnam, what it was like for me since Vietnam, and then what it's becoming now. And I hope you like this one. It's a simple song. It's worded very simple, but hopefully the simplicity of it is what makes it more powerful. Ooh, Lordy, have mercy.
They took him at a very young age and they sent him far away. Put a rifle in his hand and they told him to go play. Well, he did what he had to do just to stay alive. All he wanted was to go back home and start a new life. But he's running through the jungle, running for his life, running through the jungle. He don't want to die. Well, he come back to a world that he didn't understand. He was hated for the things he did. He got no respect as a man. Well, he's carried the guilt with him wherever he roams. He longs for that day when he'll be called home. Well, the world is changing, or so it seems, but he's still running, running in his dreams. He's still running through the jungle, running for his life, running through the jungle. He don't want to die.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ed McNatt, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing those really powerful songs with us today. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Next, I would like to introduce Tabitha and the rest of her Guitars for Vets crew from this semester. So now we're fast forwarding in time. So Tabitha, Mike, Stephen, and Rui Hao, and Mark are all part of the current Guitars for Vets program that we have at ASU. And so Tabitha is going to introduce herself a little bit, and then each person can say something before their song. So they have 2 more songs? Yes. 2 songs. Oh, Stephen, you're first. Okay, so Stephen's going to introduce a famous pop song from the 1970s, and I believe it would be fabulous if you would like to sing along.
Do we want to talk about each of us, or just sing along first? Just sing along?
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Stephen. I'm one of the instructors, helpers in Guitars for Vets. And let's see, we'll just do a little bit of Horse with No Name here. So, everybody come in whenever you want. You guys can sing along if you want. On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There were sands and hills and rings. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and a sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. And I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed. And the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. And I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 9 days, I let the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There were sands and hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect skies above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. Everybody been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there One more time, man.
Thank you. That Stephen Chavez led that, and you saw him earlier. His main instrument is the cello, and we're very thankful for that performance.
Thank you.
All right. All right, now it is time for Mark's, the song that you wrote, correct? Mike. Mark. I'll get it straight.
Either one works.
Yeah.
All right. This song was actually written because I hate to say it, but I saw the news about the Syria kids, and it kind of got me creatively focused, if you could say that. But this is also kind of dedicated. It's a song back in the 70s, so it's dedicated to the Vietnam veterans who weren't given the respect that they were due for the stuff and the atrocities that they had to deal with. The chorus, you guys probably do know, so feel free to sing along with the chorus. And this is what I wrote, so bear with me. You know, oh, and another thing is Army squishy pants aren't that bad. Go Army. Had to say it. All right. Yeah. Sorry, it's stage fright moment.
These words may offend, but to some they may intend. So people will sell. Vanity is eternal hell. Certain lives that matter in this petri dish splatter. Come on, people now.
Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
What happened to brotherhood? Now face to face is what understood. Brothers now at war, for the rich to gain more. Blood flows like the river Nile. Love is what we end up to defile.
It's okay. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. One more time.
Come on,
People now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
borders we must secure from the people that we fear. Terror is a norm. Trust no one in this storm. The less that we think, common sense it goes extinct. Come on,
People now, smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
And it's all for me. It's just all
persecution of the poor. Rich is who we end up adoring. Children in hell are trauma waves, while parents expecting better days. Lies that they sell, while politicians pay the bill. Come on,
people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
what these lyrics they may say is hope for a better day. If a hand we cannot lend, then we prepare for the end.
Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
Guitars for Vets, everybody. Yeah, so we want to make sure that everybody gets an honorable mention here. So Neil Schwartz on guitar, Stephen Chavez,
Michael Schwartz. We're not related, but somehow, some way, maybe.
Tabitha Williams.
Tabitha, and she also played viola earlier.
Ed McNatt.
Mark Hoyt, United States Army.
Say again.
Mark Hoyt, United States Army. Hooah.
John Ray Howe.
And Rui Howe is the organizational mastermind behind all of this. Thank you so much.